Welcome to Practice with Kris. I'm Kris, and today's shared practice has recently been requested by a few of you. It's personally one of my staple practices, as it's one of the most comprehensive ways to bring movement into the joints, and it encompasses almost all of the types of yoga postures, outside of twists and standard inversions like head, hand, or shoulder stand, which you can of course add to the end of the practice to make it your own. It's also a perfect way to warm the body, focus the mind, and energize the spirit. So what sequence am I referring to? None other than the classical Surya Namaskar, or Sun Salutation. First, I'll break down the sequence, and then we'll flow through several rounds together. All right, let's begin. Okay, so let's start standing at the front edge of the mat in what's called Tadasana or mountain pose. Right? As you come to stand, if it feels comfortable, you're welcome to close down your eyes. Otherwise, you can settle your drishti, your soft gaze, at one immovable point a few feet in front of you on the floor. Wherever you are, just allow that gaze to move away from the brain. Taking this first minute to simply check in. Perhaps noticing the texture of the floor beneath your feet. Maybe even slowly scanning the physical body as you become more familiar with how it feels to be here now. As you stay firmly rooted through your feet, you might begin to notice this rebounding, lifting up quality as you begin to engage the leg muscles as if you were hugging your muscles around the bones. Letting the inner thighs and the groins relax. Notice if you can bring a little bit more lift and space up through the torso. And if you haven't already, begin to gently tune in to the natural rhythm of your breath. As you're ready, taking an inhalation gently through your nose. And as you exhale, gently bring the palms together in front of the heart. And as you connect your hands to the heart, if it feels natural to you here, perhaps even connect to an intention. You might pare this intention down to one or two words. Might be peace, energy, focus, love. Whatever that one word is, feel free to repeat it to yourself 3 times, holding the awareness at the heart. And then letting go of any attachment to the outcome of this intention. With as much ease as you let the breath out of the body. On your next inhalation, gently opening the eyes, raise the arms up overhead, lifting up into what's called Urdhva Hastasana, upward gazing pose. As you stay firmly rooted through your feet, continue to energize up through the spine, maybe even inviting a little bit of a back bend here while still taking the tops of the thighs back. Keep the inner shoulder blades relaxed here, lifting the gaze, if it's comfortable, towards the thumbs. Taking one more inhale, and when you're ready, Exhaling, bending the knees, bending the elbows, and bowing all the way forward and down into a forward fold called Uttanasana. Letting the head relax and being careful to take care of the back. So especially early in the morning, bend your knees generously here. Right? As you let your head go, take one more full round of breath. Stay engaged through your legs, and on your next inhale, raise up halfway, bringing your hands to the shins, knees, or thighs, wherever allows you to keep a long spine with the tops of the thighs moving back. Take one more inhale, broad collarbones, and on your next exhale, step your right foot back into a low lunge. So here you want to be mindful that the front knee is stacked over the ankle for stability. And if the floor feels really far away, then simply grab blocks to raise the floor. Right? Wherever you are, ground down through your feet, and again, find that rebounding, lifting up quality here. Okay? So a couple ways to refine the pose if it's not feeling comfortable for the low back. Gently engage the bottom of the belly in and up to get a little bit more integrity here. As you stay grounded through the feet, see if you can draw the front hip back as you rotate the back hip towards the front leg. Right? It might feel like you're squeezing your thighs together here. And then notice how you're still lifting up and broad through the chest. As you inhale, you may lift the gaze up towards the sun. And as you exhale, bringing the palms down towards the floor, tucking the back toe, and stepping back into plank pose. Right? Stay active through the arms here, so not collapsing in the chest. See if you can find the stability through the back body by lifting your heart towards where your shoulder blades are as you gently spread your shoulder blades away from one another. On the inhalation, gently rock forward, bringing the knees to the floor. Hold that integrity in the upper back and arms, and as you exhale, draw the elbows in as you bring your chest and chin to the floor. As you inhale, you'll slide forward, keeping your elbows pinning in and moving back. Right? Taking another breath here, and you can stay in low cobra, mindful of the low back, press into the tops of the feet. Right? So engage the legs here, and maybe even start to engage kind of down through the hips. You're welcome as we continue to maybe lift up higher into Cobra, Bhujangasana, and maybe even if it feels comfortable, lifting the gaze back towards the sun. As you tuck your toes, keep the abdominals engaged for support, coming up onto the knees and exhaling back into downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. And at this point, if you are practicing this thing first thing in the morning, which is a really great idea, then give yourself a bend in the knee or the opportunity to just move a little bit more intuitively here. So while there is a form and a sequence for the Sun Salutations, more important is that you are meeting your body where it is. Right? Maybe bending the knees as you take the tops of the thighs and hips up and back. So we care more about lengthening the spine here than getting the legs straight. Notice if you're gripping in the face or the shoulders, let the neck relax here. On your next inhale, gently lift the gaze. And then as you exhale, you have a couple options. You can either bring the knees down first and then step the right foot forward, or you can just swing the foot all the way through. Okay? So wherever you're at, coming back into the lunge on the other side. Again, using height here if needed. Okay? And I didn't say this on the other side, but if this feels better on your knee to keep the back foot under, that's fine. Otherwise, you can explore bringing the top of the foot, getting a little stretch on the ankles and the feet. Wherever you are, gently hug those thighs in towards one another as you gently lift up through the spine. And on an inhalation, maybe lifting the gaze. As you exhale, tuck the back toe and then step to the top of the mat. Again, take a generous bend in the knees so the back feels okay as you relax the head. Even as you relax the upper body, stay active through your legs. As you hug the muscles to the bones, on your next inhale, lift your gaze towards the horizon. Take the shoulder blades down the back as you raise the arms all the way up, coming back into Urdhva Hastasana. Thumbs, or gaze rather, up towards the thumbs. And as you exhale, you're going to bow forward again. So that was one half cycle of the salute. As you come back into Uttanasana, gaze between the legs up towards the navel. And on the inhalation, we'll come into that Ardha Uttanasana, or half fold. Right? Long spine, thighs back. And as you exhale, you'll take the left foot back this time. Finding your low lunge. As you inhale, lifting up, lifting the gaze. And as you exhale, planting the palms, stepping back to plank pose. On an inhalation, gently rocking forward here, right? Find that integrity through the shoulders. And as you exhale, down onto the knees, squeeze those elbows in and bring the chest and then chin to the floor. As you inhale, slide forward into your low cobra. Hug those elbows in and back. Right? Gently press into the tops of the feet. And then maybe inhale, come up a little bit higher. It's not necessary though if that's not feeling okay. And as you tuck the toes, exhale, lift the hips back into downward facing dog. Taking a full cycle of breath, notice the quality of that breath. And on your next inhale, lift the gaze. As you exhale, step the left foot forward, coming into lunge on the other side. Anjaneyasana, low lunge. As you inhale, lifting the gaze. And as you exhale, stepping the right foot forward, coming into Uttanasana, forward fold. As you inhale, lifting all the way up, reaching up, Urdhva Hastasana. And this time as you exhale, bringing the hands in front of the heart into prayer position, Pranamanasana. Right. Taking a full breath here and relaxing the arms down. So that is one full round of Surya Namaskar, Sun Salutation. At this point, we'll continue to flow, moving a little bit faster, only because we're going to be pairing the movement with breath. And I have to say this, I cannot determine the cadence of your breath. As you're starting out, it might be helpful to follow my rhythm, but if at any point it's feeling like I'm going too slow or too fast, then just kind of use my cues as guidance, but see if you can move with the rhythm of your breath, letting your breath be your teacher. Okay? So coming back into Tadasana, mountain pose. Exhaling, palms together, prayer position. Inhaling, arms all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhaling, bowing forward, Uttanasana. Inhaling up halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhaling, right foot back, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Inhaling, hugging the thighs together as you lift the gaze. Exhaling back, plank pose. Inhaling forward. Exhaling onto the knees, chest, chin. Inhaling forward, coming up into Cobra, Bhujangasana. Staying for the exhalation, and then either inhaling here or inhaling, coming up more. Press down into the legs and the hips, and then as you exhale, onto the knees, back into downward facing dog. Inhaling to lift the gaze, and exhaling to step the right foot forward. And you can always transition on that back knee. Low lunge, inhale, lifting the gaze. And exhale, step the left foot forward. Uttanasana. Still engage through the legs as you inhale, rise all the way up, looking up, reaching up. Maybe the palms touch, and as you exhale, bowing forward and releasing into Uttanasana. Inhaling up halfway, long spine, thighs back. Exhaling, left foot back, low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Inhale, lifting the gaze. Exhaling, plank pose. Take the time to find the support through the shoulders, and on the next exhale, onto the knees, hugging those elbows in, chest and chin to the floor. Inhale, sliding forward, low cobra. Hug those shoulders back. One more full breath here. Press into the tops of the legs, and as you exhale, keep engaged through the abdomen, onto the knees, then lift the knees back, down dog. As you inhale, you can either always stay here. I like to usually pause for a couple extra breaths in down dog, right? Especially if I'm not feeling that my breath is staying smooth. But again, this is the idea of making it your own. As you're ready, an inhale will lift the gaze, and as you exhale, you'll take the left foot forward. As you inhale, lifting the gaze towards the sun, and as you exhale, stepping forward, Uttanasana. Inhaling, shoulders down the back as you raise all the way up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Inhaling here and exhale, relaxing the arms down. We're going to do it a couple more rounds. So here I'm going to plant the seed that you can either focus on, right, if you're just learning the movements themselves. And if you are comfortable with the movements, then really focusing on letting the breath pair or lead each movement, right? And if you're comfortable with all of that, right, then you can focus on your intention, that one word or two words that you created in the beginning of the practice, and imagine inhaling that word, maybe even saying it to yourself like a mantra, and exhaling that word. Right. So from here, take a deep inhale when you're ready. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Inhaling the arms up overhead, lift the gaze. Exhaling, bowing forward to Uttanasana. Inhaling up halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhaling, stepping the right foot back, Anjaneyasana. Inhaling, lifting the gaze towards the sun. Exhaling, stepping the left foot back, plank pose. Inhaling forward as you exhale onto the knees, chest, chin. Inhale, sliding forward, low cobra. Staying for the exhalation, and then staying for another inhalation, or pressing into the legs and hips as you raise up a little higher. Exhaling back, downward facing dog. Inhaling, lifting the gaze. Exhaling, stepping the right foot forward. Inhaling, lifting the gaze. Anjaneyasana. Tucking the back toe as you exhale, forward Uttanasana. Inhaling as you rise all the way up, looking up, reaching up, thighs back, heart lifted. Exhale, forward and down, into the fold. Inhaling up halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhaling, stepping the left foot back, Anjaneyasana. Inhaling, lifting up through the spine, lifting the gaze. Exhaling, stepping the right foot back, plank pose. Inhaling forward in plank, stability around the shoulders. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to the floor. Inhale, sliding forward, low cobra. Staying for the exhale, hugging the elbows back. One more inhale, either stay low or raise up. And on an exhalation, back to down dog. Can stay here for a full round of breath if you'd like. And on an inhalation, lifting the gaze, exhaling the left foot forward. Inhaling, lifting the gaze, tucking the back toe as you exhale to step forward. On an inhalation, grounding through the legs as you rise all the way up, looking up, reaching up, exhaling the hands in front of the heart. Inhaling here and exhaling, relaxing the arms down. One more inhale, and as you're ready, exhale the palms to touch. Settling into that intention perhaps as you inhale the intention, exhaling your intention as you fold down. Inhaling that intention as you come up halfway. Exhaling that intention as you step the right foot back. Inhaling that intention as you gaze up towards the sun. Exhaling that intention as you step back into plank pose. Inhaling forward and exhaling, lowering down. Inhaling forward to cobra as you breathe in your intention, staying for the exhalation. And one more time, inhaling that intention as you exhale back, downward facing dog. Inhaling, lifting the gaze as you exhale the right foot forward. Inhaling, intention as you look up. Exhaling as you step forward and down. Inhaling as you rise all the way up. And exhaling the intention as you come all the way down. Inhaling your intention as you come up halfway. And exhaling that intention as you step the left foot back. Inhaling your intention as you lift the gaze. Exhaling back into plank pose. Inhaling forward and exhaling down. Chest to chin. Inhaling up, low cobra. Remaining for the pose for one more breath. And exhaling back, downward facing dog. Inhaling the intention as you lift the gaze. And exhaling, stepping that left foot forward. As you inhale your intention, looking up. Exhaling that intention, stepping forward and bowing down. Inhaling that intention as you come all the way up, looking up, reaching up. And exhaling, drawing that intention down in front of your heart. Taking a full cycle of breath. Exhaling, releasing the arms down. And as you're ready, take an inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhaling, arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhaling down, Uttanasana. Inhaling up halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhaling, right foot back, Anjaneyasana. Inhaling, lifting the gaze in low lunge. Exhaling back, plank pose. Inhaling forward. As you exhale, lower down. Inhaling up to low cobra, Bhujangasana. Exhaling, staying. Inhaling, staying here or rising up higher. Exhaling back, down dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhaling, lifting the gaze. Exhaling, Anjaneyasana. Inhaling, lifting the gaze. And exhaling, Uttanasana. Inhaling all the way up. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhaling, bowing forward. Uttanasana. Inhaling up halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhaling, stepping the left foot back, Anjaneyasana. Inhaling in low lunge. Exhaling back, plank pose. Inhaling in plank. Exhaling, lowering down. Inhaling forward, Bhujangasana, low cobra. Staying for the exhalation. One more inhalation here or rise up. And exhale, tuck the toes. Adho Mukha Svanasana, down dog. Inhaling to lift the gaze. As you exhale, Anjaneyasana, left foot forward. Inhaling in Anjaneyasana. Exhaling, stepping right foot forward, Uttanasana. Inhaling, coming all the way up, reaching up, looking up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhaling the hands in front of the heart, Pranamasana. At this point, allowing yourself to rest standing in Tadasana. As you relax the hands down, or if it feels comfortable, keeping the palms in front of the heart, maybe even closing down the eyes. Noticing the quality of your breath, perhaps connecting to the feeling of the heart beating inside of you. Feeling the feet supported by the earth beneath your feet. Noticing any subtle shifts in the physical body. Might be feeling warmer. Might even be feeling the subtle sensation of energy coursing through the body. And you might even notice a subtle shift in the flow of the mind. Letting the breath return to its natural rhythm. You might even notice that it feels easier to breathe more fully. And whenever you're ready, you're welcome to slowly lift the gaze towards the horizon. And that was about 5 rounds of sun salutation, right? So hopefully you feel a little warmer, right? Hopefully the mind is a little more focused. And hopefully your spirits are a little bit more uplifted and energized. I really love running through, or not even running through, moving slowly through this sequence in the mornings. Right? I think when you only have a few minutes, then you only do maybe 1 full cycle, 2 full cycles. And when you have more time, you can do, like our ancient yogis did, 9 full rounds to salute the sun, right? To say thank you for another day, and to set the intention, right, for what it is you'd like to focus your energy on. Okay? So as always, feel free to leave comments or questions below. I am here to support you as you grow and maintain your yoga and meditation practice. And I just want to take the time to say thank you so much for letting me serve in this way. Until next time, my friends, namaste.